Hi guys, good morning. It's the 15th of June, 10 a.m. today in the UK. And let's do a quick analysis of US30. So we had news the last 2 days. In fact, the 3 days we had CPI, we had PPI, and FOMC. Last 2 days actually. And didn't trade anything yesterday, I think, just because FOMC, I just feel like prices get volatile during that period. So was really not interested in getting stuck in a trade that I didn't want to be in now. So we had sales going on yesterday for FOMC. There is a gap here which would come back to be filled. This is on the 4 hourly chart. Having said that, if you look at the MACD, it's still across on the 4 hour to the downside. And I would expect price, if it's going to turn, I would expect price to go further down a bit more than give us a crossover for the buys. We could drop down to the lower time frames. Lower time frame on a 1 hour, you can see price is starting to give a cross here. It has to close, so we've got another hour to go to see if this is a definitive close. So if we're going to go for buys, then I would be looking, it could be a very short one. We have got news at 1:30 today, so whatever it is, I am going to wait for New York session to open before I do take any trades potentially for today. I am going to now turn on my smart money concepts. There we go. Okay, so on a 2 hour, we had a change of character to the upside and to the downside. Sorry, guys. So liquidity got grabbed and then it came right back down, broke the structure. So I do think price is going to go up on a yeah, price potentially. I do think price is going to give us buys potentially for the week. And I am looking for a price target of so So we've got a higher high here. I do obviously, if you know, I like to trade in small big batches because no point saying the price is going to go up there when actually in between there could be retracement. So on a daily, I am looking price to take this previous high out because we have got like buy side liquidity, guys. If you guys can see on a daily, if I were to draw it from here, it just can you guys see that? So I do think price will come take this and possibly even this. So I will be looking at the zones from um, here would be my take profit 35,600 to 37,000 would be the areas of point of interest for me in terms of take profit, guys. Okay, so potentially I am looking for buys. Having said that, on a daily, if you guys can see, let's see what this has happened. Okay, so we had a change of character here, so a break to the upside. Price did not come and tap into this zone here. I'm just trying to see where else I could possibly find a zone. So it did come and touch the fair value gap that is here. So again, this is an area of interest. We have to be a bit careful. Let's drop it down to point of give me a second. I'm just gonna draw this here. I'm gonna drop it down to 30 minutes. Close this. Okay, so if you guys can see, there was a change of character here. Price came to fill the um fair value gap. Having said that, I do feel that price has not tapped onto the lower zone, guys. Okay, so you see this zone here. So typically if price would come here to touch it, then I'm looking for price to come here to do a retracement deeper. So I'm going to, I know today sounds a bit confusing, isn't it? It's just because I just do think that price doesn't have a definitive direction for me. So really what I'm looking for is a price break of structure to whichever direction it may be going. Yeah, so you see we have the change of character here. If you guys can see where I drew this mark, so price potentially could come here to touch this zone, and then we know price is going up. So this is again an area that I'm going to be this is on a 3 hour, and on the 2 hour it's the same. There's a zone here. There we go. So these are all zones. So change of character happened here. Can you guys see this? Change of character happened here. We would expect price to come and touch the zone before rallying up, but obviously it started to rally from the 1st of June. We had a change of character to the downside, and if you notice, right after this change of character, price came to touch the zone. So we could be looking for sells to this zone here, which is 32792, before we start seeing buys to the upside, guys. So, okay, on the overall, I am looking for buys, for price to go to the upside. But because I do think that there is zones, like even here, there's a change of character. This is on a 2 hour. Price did not come back to touch the zone, validate that, and before it flies. So it was on a very strong bullish momentum. So I do think that price would possibly come here to touch the main zone here, which there is a lot of sideways liquidity here to take. So I do want to keep this zone in mind. So 3279, 327, 32, let me give you guys something. So 3 to 800 all the way down here, which will be 32665. Okay, possibly here. No, I think 32665 over here. So I will be keeping an eye out to see what price really is doing. If I'm looking for buys, then I'm looking at the break of structure to the upside, guys. As of now, even though the trend is showing a buy, um, I need my moving averages to fan out. You guys feel me? Like, do you see it's so messed up right now? So obviously I'm not getting a very see on a lower time frame, 5 minutes, we are seeing sales. Okay, so I am not seeing any potential buy setups as of now. So I would just wait and see if I get a sell signal later on during New York, or buy, whichever. Like, it just depends what price is going to be doing, but I do potentially think that there is a potential for a reversal, like a deep retracement, because you look at all those fair value gaps. There's a huge fair value gap that needs to be taken out here as well. Like I said, there's a change of character that's happened, so this will be a good buy entry signal if price does a deep retracement. Obviously, on a short term, I might be looking for sales once I get confirmation on rejections, and a nice pin bar setup happens on a lower time frame, whether it's a 1 minute, 5 minutes, or 15 minutes. And obviously, I will be looking to have a further confluence on the MACD as well, just making sure that it is crossing to the downside before I do take a sell, or if it's to the upside, then I want to see a break of structure, the moving averages fanning out the way they should, whichever time frame, and obviously my pin bar being printed. So yeah, hope you guys kind of get what's running through my head. As of now, I just feel like price is just ranging and teetering. Nothing really how would I say, nothing really solid for me. I just feel today there's might not be much movement. There is gap here that I feel that needs to be filled. So I would be waiting for price to maybe come up for New York, do a rejection here, and then drop further down. So we'll see how that goes and plays out. And catch you guys on another video tomorrow.